Hey, welcome back. And another day, another great t-shirt. One of the things which I think is a guitar player's best friend, particularly for a new guitar player, are chords that are close to each other, as in terms of shapes. One of the hardest things, apart from learning new chords, and actually the more fingers you need, the harder it gets. I really hate four finger chords, the ones where you will use all four fingers. It quite often takes me months to learn how to play a new chord, at least for your hand to remember faster than your brain does, in a way, the muscle memory. So then you have to move between chords. So if you're moving between this and this, or this and this, it's moving a long way. And particularly if you're moving further up the neck. I don't go that far yet. But then the next hard thing is to have chord transition. So a really handy thing is to have chords that are close to each other, and you'll find there's loads and loads in songs where you have, for example, A minor, C. So you have this kind of anchor finger or whatever it's called, right? And then you can also do that with there's this C and there's an F chord I learned recently. So you have these chords that are really close to each other. And then you also have versions of the same chords where you add a finger or more than one. So there's this D one. A's, that one. E, including my favorite chord of all time. I'll do a video on that chord. I just love that chord. And then C's and whatever. But one common example that you find all the time is G, C add 9, and D. Don't ask me why it's called a C add 9. I have no idea. If you can explain why it's called a C add 9 without blowing my mind, I'd be really grateful, but I don't know. But what this means is you can play all of those chords close to each other. So you can just muck about with it, right? So I'm going to play 4 different songs that are all based fundamentally around that chord progression, or that connection of chords, that group of chords. And the first one, this is slightly off the beaten track, so you get double points if you guess what this one is. One is late 80s, early 90s band, I guess. And the progression itself is not that hard, or the main rhythm part of the song is not that hard, but the bridge I've always struggled with. I've been playing it on and off for a couple of years, and I keep forgetting it and then going back to it and screwing it up anyway. But it goes like this. So that's the first one. Can you name it? The second one is this one, a little bit better known. And here's a question: is this one of the longest song names of all time, if you know it? And actually the G is not a full G. You don't play the G string, so it's not a G, or is a G, whatever. Anyway, same shape. So there's that one, which I fucked up slightly. Still, never mind. Moving on swiftly. This is the next one, and the rhythm again is quite hard, and you do the main bit and then you do the bridge and then you go back to the main bit again, and I nearly always get the rhythm wrong next time I come back to it. Anyway, let's see how it goes. Let's see if my hands can remember. Jesus, that was take about 17 of that one. But hey, and then the last one is the easiest one to spot and the hardest one to play for different reasons, because it's flat picking. But I was hoping to play all those four without fucking it up, and I failed. But hey, so be it. Let's be authentic. Thanks and bye. Oh, like, subscribe, comment, of course.